morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GameStar TV 2. We are bringing you all day today the Wellington Secondary Schools League Championship Finals Series, starting off with a semi-final match between Super Kawaii and Synergee. My name is Crisis, and I'm joined by EJ.
Good morning, everybody. We are here, as Crisis said, for some fantastic League of Legends finals action, following on from yesterday's quarterfinals, Crisis, which had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Absolutely. We've got, one of those teams in this semi-final match today, Synergee, who demonstrated some awesome plays to us yesterday. And so we're very, very excited to be bringing you their next match. And maybe, one of these teams is going to progress through to the grand final. So it's pretty exciting. A lot on the line at the moment. Quick shout out to the sponsors of the WSL Steel Series. And a big shout out to GameStar's sponsors, OzGamers. Alright, we're going to head on over into Champ Select. The teams are firing away. On the left-hand side, we've got Super Kawaii. They are, blue side for the first of this best of three. And on the right-hand side, we have Synergee. So I'll just run through the Super Kawaii team very quickly. And they are represented by Menacol, Mid, Elite Member, Reptox, and Posmeal.
And representing Team Synergee, we have Amana Potion, Jungle Rumble, Rag, Requiem Amor, and Yo Shitprit. Although I'm pretty sure that's not his name.
I think his name is Yoshpik.
Oh, Yoshpik.
Yoshpik.
All right. We've only got 4 listeners, so they didn't hear me call this poor guy a shit prick. Shout out to you.
All right, so we've got the bands going out already. Tristana, Yasuo, Rise, Morgana, Lucian, Karma. Tristana, a kind of a pickle band type of champion at the moment. We've seen some really fantastic hyper carrying from Tristana's in the World Championships. Yasuo, the consummate assassin in mid lane and very difficult to deal with. I think Yasuo is probably a targeted ban against Ragnar Asano, who carried Synergee hard yesterday.
Very hard. He was their best player.
Yeah, absolutely. Walked away with the MVP several times. Morgana, Lucian, Karma. I suspect that Morgana has been banned out because Thresh is getting picked up by a Mana Potion. So they've gotten rid of Morgana. Her Black Shield is a bit of a counter. Not necessarily a hard counter because you can break the shield, but it negates a lot of Thresh's utility in lane because of his CC being completely... well, like I say, not completely, but mostly knocked out by that Black Shield. And going up against Mana Potions, I don't know, I can't remember. No, Mana Potion is not actually the support. It's going to be Yoshpik who is the support, but the Thresh is going to be going up against the Braum. And EJ, yesterday we saw Thresh going up against Braum in 2 of the games already.
And who came out on top in those?
Well, I think it was mostly Thresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Braum needs to bully, and Thresh is all about in the early stages. He's got lots of tools that can allow him to disengage those sorts of bullying actions that come in. So we'll have to see. They're 2 top tier supports, and I'm glad to see them getting played instead of something that is not as strong as a support. In the meantime, we've got our bottom lane completed now for both of these teams because we're going to have Caitlyn combining with Braum and the Cogmore combining with Thresh. So I think this Tristana ban is actually going to play into the hands of Synergee because they've picked themselves a hyper carry. So in late game, there's not going to be much to respond to the Cogmore's scaling. That said, Caitlyn, very, very different in lane, is a lane bully and a very good pick for going up against the Cogmore, EJ, because Caitlyn's got great range. And so we expect to see lots of harass from Caitlyn going down onto the very immobile Cogmore.
Talking of immobility, yesterday in the quarterfinals, we saw some lovely initiated ganking right at the very start of the matches. Some good invades, jungle invades, picking up that early kill. Do you think we're in for some more aggressive early starts today based off the two teams?
Well, if we have a look at the key success factor, the critical success factor for early invades is hard CC.
Yeah,
And well, Brown brings hard CC with his passive, so he can mark somebody with his passive, and 3 hits later they get stunned. Reptox has picked up the Zereth, and Zereth he can put a point into his stun early on, but I would say that if he did put a point into his stun early on, he's kind of going to set himself back in the very early laning phase. So not sure if that's going to happen. Now, in comparison, on the red team, that's Synergee, they've got Thresh, who has one of the best level 1 skills in the game. If he puts a point into Flay, and that gets combined with a face check from the other team, it's absolutely devastating, and they will surely get a first blood. So I would say Super Kawaii is going to look to be defensive and should not invade because of the kit of their opposing team. That's just my guess. Anyway, I mean, what do I know? I frequently mispick whether we should invade or not when I play in solo queue. So,
well, I'm just hoping these guys have been watching the Worlds, the League of Legends Worlds qualifiers that are on the finals, and are picking up some elite strats off the top teams. We've seen some great matches in the Worlds over the last 48 hours, and I hope it's inspired these guys with some new ideas and some new strategies, and let's break the meta and let it rip.
Yeah, I tell you what, one of the things that really struck me last night was Monte Cristo giving an analysis of lane swapping.
Okay.
And it was like, let me describe to you why, what the lane swap strategy was in this in this particular game. He starts off by saying, and like 10 minutes later, he's still talking about the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's good to fill in the early part of a game when they're just poking each other in lane.
Yeah, but I mean, what it really struck home for me is how complex the strategies are that these top teams are putting together. So, any team at the secondary school level who's able to put together an effective lane swap in their team strategies, I think will be leaps and bounds ahead of any other team, because it takes a huge amount of work. But I think I think one of the key aspects of lane swapping and why it becomes so complex is the number of responses that your opposing team can have to it, and you can probably at early levels. I reckon you could probably predict that they won't respond. They'll just take the lane swap and deal with it. So you can really set yourselves up by
and run your strategy.
Exactly. Yeah. And force make some assumptions about the other team not being able to deal with it.
Well, the thing I've learnt watching the Worlds over the last short period of time is vision control is key. So we're going to be looking as we get further into this map, particularly once that laning phase is over. Whoever controls the vision controls the game.
Yeah.
We're looking to see that from these two teams today.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're going up against a jungler like Kha'Zix, especially post level 6, he's got really devastating ganks. He's got great ganks early on as well. So about 3 minutes, he'll have cleared his jungle. From 3 minutes onwards, if any team is pushed up, if any lane is pushed up, they're going to need to have really good warding down to prevent them from getting ganked. So we'll just have to see where mid focuses his attention, and whether that's which lane he chooses to put ahead. So he's got a number of choices. His chance of pulling off a successful gank in the mid lane is actually pretty high. Zereth is not a particularly mobile champion. In his defensive kit, though, he's got that super long range, and he does have a stun. So the timing is going to be crucial for him to come in. That said, Ragnar. So he's got a great stun. So synergizing with Kha'Zix is going to be pretty good. That said, Ragnar Rosano on the Syndra has a stun in his own kit as well. So he will be again also not really a particularly mobile champion. So he will be dependent on getting that stun off to defend against a gank in the top lane. Just heading over into the skin battle. And this will be the first battle of the day, so very excited, DJ?
Oh, dude. Barring up.
It's going to set the tone, I think.
It is. And just remember, everybody, this is the first semi-final. Team Volca are playing Cooler and Funnier at the same time as this match. So if we do get any progress scores, we will let you know as the game goes on.
Yeah, so this is the number 2 seed versus the number 3 seed that are playing. So we're expecting a really close match. The other semi-final between Team Volca and Cooler and Funnier is Cooler and Funnier is actually the 5th seed, I think. So
they played well yesterday, though. Cooler
they did indeed. So that was a BO3.
So they've qualified. They've qualified through to the semis in good form for today. Now, for those who don't know, all these people are landing it up. So this is actually a LAN tournament. They've got all these secondary school students from around the Wellington district together in a hall to battle it out for this championship. And huge kudos, as you said earlier, Crisis, to Steel Series coming on board and getting behind this Wellington Schools League. It's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's great to see them supporting the local scene.
And GameStar. I mean, god damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. A quick shout out to Deathshinks, who is the admin of the entire tournament series.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
Golf clap to them.
Yeah, well, Deathshinks is a student herself, so to put together this comp with a fantastic rule set, organize everyone, have a regular season that has gone very, very well over the last several weeks, and then put together a live event is just a fantastic job. So big shout out to Deathshinks.
If we get a chance between the semis and final, we'll drag her in for a bit of a chat.
Yeah, that'd be good if she's got a moment to spare. She was really busy yesterday, but anyway, we'll see. So the skin battle, we've got three across the top.
Us ladies can multitask.
3 across the top and 3 across the bottom. And I think the thing to note is that Ragnar Asano on Justicar Syndra is actually playing one of the champions that he played yesterday that brought him to victory. So.
Yeah.
He's
someone's getting some balls to the face from Syndra.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, who's the slow bob here? 92% Jungle Rumble. Jungle Rumble on the Vi.
On the Vi.
Yeah, my favorite jungler at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's got good mobility and she can gank at level 3.
Okay.
Yep. So she's got her Q charges up and she can go through walls and things like that. So that's
all right.
Cool.
Okay,
yeah.
I might have to give her a whirl.
Yeah, she's good fun. And she's got some really good playmaking capabilities. You can charge up the Q, flash, and then release the Q, and she'll do another dash after the flash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
good mobility.
Yeah, really good.
It's got to do better than my Master Yi last night jungling anyway. Man, we got rickrolled, dude.
Yeah, we did. We got hammered by a couple of
Smurfs. Probably one of these Wellington secondary school kids just smurfing it up to kick our ass.
Yeah, probably. No wonder they banned the Tristana.
Yeah.
It was a Tristana that was the problem. So 97% Jungle Rumble is going to win the Slow Bob award of today. And also has a pretty old school icon as well. In fact, all of these players have old school icons, really.
Yeah, Posmill takes out Icon Award. I love that icon. That's the one I use. So Posmill already wins.
What is it? It's a plant.
It's a little tree. Yeah.
A little tree. So what is that? That's Maokai.
That's my alarm going off to tell me to get up to do this match. Good on you, daylight savings.
Yay, daylight savings. Yeah,
Jay's ass out of bed an hour earlier.
Yeah, my Twitter feed is well, it's a mixture of gaming and political people that I follow, and there's like this old dude. His name's Rob. He's like in his late 50s, I think, and
Rob's actually a 21-year-old Singaporean chick, but keep going.
And his comments about daylight savings were choice.
Okay.
And not broadcastable.
What does he think? It's going to fade his curtains with the extra hour sunlight or something?
Something like that.
His cows are going to get confused trying to get milk.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Those were the arguments that happened in Aussie, hey?
Well, the best one was the curtains will fade with the extra hour of sunlight. I'm sure the woman who said that will regret that for her life.
Yep. And if she forgets that she said it, it's important to remind her.
It's on social media, dude. She'll never forget.
Yeah.
Well, she might forget, but every year it comes out on some meme as a rocking thing around the debate for daylight savings time.
Oh, that's good. South Africa doesn't have daylight savings at all, so You actually, and there's like, there would actually be no point. In Cape Town, the sun comes up before 5 a.m. and goes down after 9.
Yeah.
So even if you had
You're like a
daylight savings,
Siberian summer or whatever. You're 24-hour daylight people.
well, not quite, but it's
Pretty close.
it makes for awesome. Like, it's so much easier to get up when there's already sunlight.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it's just Cape Town's evenings are just fantastic. You go down to the beach with a bottle of wine and your mates and drink wine on the beach. You can't swim because it's freezing.
And the sharks will probably get you.
Well, no. Well, yeah, I suppose they would if you actually went into the water. But it's just too cold. The waters in Cape Town. So. Wow. So we're still not loaded into the Rift, but we should be in just a moment. And then we'll be game on. So it'll be the first game of a best of 3. So the schedule for today. In fact, let me just head on over and show you the brackets. So we've got Team Volcan, Kula, and Funny are also loading into the Rift at the same time. They're playing concurrently to this match. Super Kawaii versus Synergee, and this is for a spot in the grand final. It's a best of 3. So we will definitely be having at least 2 games before lunchtime, and then there's expected to be a break at lunchtime. So the stream will die for about, I don't know, an hour, and then we'll be back. So we'll update with times and that sort of thing, EJ, through the day.
We will indeed. Let's keep an eye on our Twitter feed, our Facebook, and also this stream. All right, we are in and about to get underway.
Huzzah! So let me just update. What is this? This is Super Kawaii.
Oh, and make sure you tell me when I got to hit backspace so I keep up with you today.
Oh, yeah, will do.
Spectator data unavailable. The game will now exit.
Did you just get that?
Yes, I did. I shall reconnect.
A summoner has disconnected.
Yeah, okay, we've had Jungle Rumble disconnecting as well. So we're into a pause as well. Pause now, so should be okay.
If you have any questions during the match for Crisis and his expert analysis, just ask us in the Twitch chat, and I'm sure that he will know all the details to all of your questions. For example, how much AP does a certain sword have? Crisis will know.
And if he doesn't, he'll just make something up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like EJ is now. Or I can just talk for 10 minutes about changing lanes. Either it's up to you, I don't mind.
Well, what I've been doing with Worlds is kicking myself every time I listen to the analysis that happens, because I always feel as though I should be taking notes, because there's some really interesting stuff that comes out. The level of analysis that the casters for Worlds are bringing is just incredible.
Yeah. I enjoyed the analysis yesterday from GameStar's own Mendrix.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
So where's he sitting now? About Bronze Division 3 or something?
No, mate, he's Challenger.
Shout out to you, Mendrix, and your Bronze Division 3. That might be his third Smurf, might be Bronze Division 3.
Yeah, and it's only there because he literally started playing yesterday.
Yeah. Right.
So, if you've just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, we are just waiting for the pause to become unpaused, I suppose. Jungle Rumble disconnected, so I suspect that what has happened is he has had some sort of an issue and dropped out, and we're just pausing to get him connected again.
Someone stepped on the switch at the LAN.
So this might actually be quite a long pause, because Jungle Rumble was actually the one who took the longest to load. Oh, there you go. He's reconnected. Hurrah.
And just while we got some listeners tuned in, if you're ever interested in taking the GameStar staff on in a friendly game of League of Legends, Monday nights are your opportunity. Hit us up on Facebook and we'll see what we can do. Have a bit of a social game against the casters.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Super Roach and his Soraka will rip you a new one.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll be playing a game of Follow the Udio.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just form a circle around him and let him do what he needs to do.
Yeah. Play cleanup crew. Alright, game is unpaused and we're on to the rift for this first semi-final match between Super Kawaii on the blue team and Synergee on the red team, and the teams are rolling out. Now, remember, in our lead up to this game, I predicted that Super Kawaii would not be looking to invade, and so that's going to be the first test of whether I've made a call correctly or not, EJ.
Now, both supports have gone the Relic Shield as their starting item, Chris.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for
Yep.
both of these supports. You need some sort of sustain, and it's really the item that has. Oh, hang on, we got an invade. From
Well,
the red
there is
team.
an invade coming on. Oh, Reptox gets a ward down though, and that might just save their ass.
And
Oh,
does-
gets a few pings off.
Yeah, great work there with the Piltover. And
I think getting that ward down helped enormously for him.
yeah, it was good. Nice reactions over there. Elite member with a bit of poke. Lovely, hits 4 players.
Yeah.
His Q. So lovely work over there. And Menacol takes the opportunity to get some deep wards into the red jungle. So nice little move over there. Man, that was great reactions from Menacol. And as predicted, the blue team spread themselves out, taking defensive positions all through. The little request for help from Kha'Zix. He's going to be starting blue. So starting at blue means he'll finish with red, which is a good place to finish. He'll be looking to gank after that, I suspect. And it's going to be a question of where he decides to gank, mid or bottom. So the signal is basically, I'm not going to be worrying about the top lane. Of course, the red team don't know that. They've got no visibility of where he's starting. They haven't been able to get any wards down near to...
No, they got one ward near mid across the river, but it just went.
Yeah, so they won't know at all where things are going to be, where mid is going to be starting. So he's going to have his choice of lanes to gank, and I'm just going to make a call. I think it will most likely be the mid lane, because Reptox and Posmil already are pushing for that level 2, that fast level 2 in the bottom lane.
And Syndra's been very aggressive in middle, just to start things off.
Yeah, Reptox and Posmil down in the bottom lane. They've cleared out their first wave and are in position to get their level 2 first. So they haven't quite popped it just yet, but this is what they're trying to do. They're pushing right the way up, and they're hoping to get their level 2 as quickly as possible so that they can get some really good harass down. Already some harass going on to Requiem Ammonia. He's at 50% HP. So the junglers starting on their red buff at the moment, and Syndra doing the business as you said, being nice and aggressive and really pushing himself up. So I reckon Kha'Zix is going to pay a visit to mid lane quite soon, EJ.
Yeah, no, Syndra's very aggressive, fairly even though, both leveling to 3 around the same time. I'm interested to see Lulu in the top. She's one of the powerful top laners at the moment, so, and the current meta. So I'm very keen to see how she plays out here today.
So look for the stun coming through from Elite
Oh,
member
we got
onto
the first
Ragnar
back going down.
Asano. A lovely little pushback there from Ragnar Asano. He
Jungle Rumble
flashes.
into help.
Oh, it's the counter coming through. The first blood happens, and unfortunately,
Oh, they
Jungle
might
Rumble,
get a double here, Chris. Oh, just escapes.
he's been stunned. He's been stunned though. So
No, just escapes. Jungle Rumble getting out of there.
wow,
Oh,
very close.
Very
And
close to a double.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you use your pots as soon as you possibly can, because he managed to just get away
Yeah.
as a result of that. So lovely little gank there on the mid lane, gives Kha'Zix the first blood and an assist to his mid laner. In the top lane, Mana Potion taking good harass from Menacol's Lulu and getting forced out of the lane. So right now, EJ, things looking very, very good for Super Kawaii.
Got to do a quick shout out to Team Argentina. About to take the All Blacks on. Go Argentina.
Oh, Reptox gets grabbed. He's been
Oh.
played as well. Very good discipline, though. He's not actually attacking back until he gets out of range of the turret.
Yeah,
and,
very good.
That
And
turns
he had
into-
Brahm there with his super shield.
yeah, fantastic exchange of damage there, rather than an uneven trade there.
Yeah.
From Synergee. So nice work. We're going to stay focused on this bottom lane. Actually, let's head on up into the top lane. A Mana Potion has returned, and he's been forced to buy. He's gotten himself a second longsword, heading on towards his his brutalizer as the first real item. And Menacol at the moment just trying to bully him, and has been doing so successfully. Has a level on him already and is pushing the lane right up to the turret. Gank down at the bottom though, so Posmil on the defensive duties. Jungle Rumble has managed to get a proc of the red on. Posmil gets grabbed by the death sentence. He flashes away, and he's just going to be able to get away in time with a smidgen of health remaining.
Wow.
Reptox, balls of steel at the moment.
Nice escape.
Yeah, Reptox flashes through, tries to get Requiem Ammonia, but the heal is there, and it's not successful. So this is interesting. We've got everybody basically leaving the bottom lane, and Reptox on his own with half health, pushing the lane up.
Yeah. And going for the tower now. Jungle Rumble coming back to just push them off and take a bullet to the face for the trouble. Very aggressive play indeed by Reptox. Nicely done.
Yeah, very, very strong. So the bottom lane's been pushed out
there. Everyone else pushing middle. Have we? Brahms pushing middle? No, he's now peeling off. He was going to go and give a bit of help to Elite. Changed his mind.
Yeah, I think Elite's probably doing okay after that initial gank. They're both at
we
level
got a gank up in top. Lulu is in deep trouble. Mana Potion on top. Oh, might pull it off.
Yeah.
Yes, does so.
Nicely
that was
done.
nice. Got joined by the jungle there for a short time. Well, it wasn't the jungle, it was someone. Gave him a hand. Caused a bit of damage.
No, it was. I think that was just a one-on-one kill.
Oh,
man.
one-on-one. Oh,
Yeah,
nicely done
yeah,
that. Skills. Early morning Sunday skills.
So Lulu Menacol heads back to lane, and Mana Potion has hit his 6, so he's going to head on back and pick up that brutalizer, and probably he's going to try and come back into the lane and bully Lulu straight away. I think she'll probably hit level 6. Yeah, there you go. Has already hit level 6, so it's not going to be that easy to kill him. But I have a feeling that this Wukong is going to be able to hold on to that advantage in lane.
Caitlin's getting a nice CS advantage building.
Yeah, double the Cogmore CS and doing very well at it. Hasn't even gone back to buy though, so there you go. He's going to blue pill now and actually spend some of that gold. And if you have a look at how much gold he's got, just over 2,000 gold. Sorry, 1.5. What's he going to buy?
All right, they're straight on to Dragon. First time, 7 minutes in.
And really good decision making. Yeah, Jungle Rumble.
Yeah, whenever I'm blue pill back.
But
good
yes,
timing.
The bottom lane is gone. So nicely done. Picks up the dragon and keeps them in range with the gold. So
yeah,
they're falling behind in terms of CS, but the global objective of that dragon is going to keep them just in range. Now the question is whether a BF sword and a Doran's blade is going to be more of an advantage to the Caitlyn than a double Doran's and a longsword. Bosmil comes in to just kind of disrupt that little exchange.
Yeah, just push them out.
So in the mid lane, Ragnar Asano again is pushed up quite high, and it's again perfectly timed for the red buff of mid, although he's got very, very low HP.
Got a nice one-on-one in the top lane going down, Chris. Oh,
both of the ultis have been popped. Menacol is looking very, very,
saves
wow.
her ass.
So that flashes down.
Yeah.
And Mana Potion, like I thought would happen, is going to maintain bullying over here. So he actually had it just heading down to the bottom lane just to see what's going on as they exchange damage yet again. Requiem Ammonia stands on the cookie, on the cupcake, so not really sure why he actually chose to do that when Yoshpik has got more HP than him. Nevertheless, yeah, so the lane pushed up once again. Reptox just popping off his Trinket Ward. A Mana Potion going back to buy, so he's already got a Brutalizer, a Doran's Blade, and again the exchange. Posmil gets flayed back into range of the turret, but decides he's not going to actually attack.
Also good defense. Gets out of there.
So Syndra going for a little bit of a wonder, finds the first pink ward of the day, and is going to kill it. Nicely done.
Yeah,
Takes
very
a bit
nice.
of damage as a result. gets the stun down onto Elite Member. Mid is lurking around though, so Jungle Rumble coming through. He's going to gank through the wall, and the ulti goes down onto Elite Member. Now another assault back and takes him down. Mid looking for a reply, but thinks better of it as he gets away. But the stun from Ragnar Rosano is down on him, forces him to pop his ulti. So a great exchange there in the mid, and a double kill. Well, it's 2 kills to 1 now after the 10-minute mark for Team Synergee.
Menacol hits 8 just as he gets into a bit of a one-on-one in the top lane as well with a mana potion. Manages to withdraw.
Down in the bottom lane, we've got another engagement going on. The Glacial Fissure goes down from the Brown, and at the moment, Requiem Ammonia at very, very low HP and kind of walking out of there at the moment. As Reptox's is his headshot off course?
Oh, Ragnar Rosaro just escapes in middle as well, chasing mid. The jungle was coming across Chris and almost picked him up.
Yeah, he was, well, I mean, it was touch and go who was actually going to get a die there, because mid was running for his life and getting support coming up. Posmil headed up just to make sure that he was actually going to be okay. So down in the bottom lane, this turret is very, very in
and if you watch mid
danger
at the moment, a mana potion just trying to come in sideways here, just keeps the tower safe, doesn't go for the kill.
Ward's going down from Elite Member in the bottom lane. Requiem Ammonia is back, and now that he's got his ulti, he's going to be able to get a bit of a harass down onto his opponent without getting in range of Posmil's his reply harassment himself. So, well, we'll just see whether this actually turns things around. Lovely long range death sentence, and the box comes down. Reptox eats an exhaust. He's in trouble, but he puts down a cookie. The chase is on. Requiem Ammonia might actually be able to pick up a single kill, but he flashes through. There you go. One more hit from his ulti, and all the flash from Reptox manages to save the day.
Just survives.
That was really good play from Reptox. He just kept on running and held his flash for when it was absolutely necessary to use. And really, if he had not been, if his flash had not been available, Requiem would have picked up a kill. But that's a really good turnaround in that bottom lane, because that CS advantage that you were talking about is extending. What do we have? About 40 CS behind.
All right, mid's coming into mid here. We might have it. No, Ragnar Rosario backs away safely. But yeah, you're right. It's a 40 CS ahead at the moment. That's huge.
And the turret has taken a huge amount of damage. Now, we expect that from a... Requiem jukes Glacial Fissure, but he's eaten Brahm's passive. One more hit and he'll be stunned. There's the stun that's going down. He's stuck around too long. And, well, he tries to get a little bit of damage down onto Reptox. But unfortunately, that is...
And Ragnar Rosario might be in trouble in mid. Gets some backup, though, from Jungle Rumble. And Elite Member having to back out as the Rumble's punching at a custard.
Yeah, the mid lane's very, very closely matched. So we've had one death each in the mid lane. And one, well, I think it's a kill and an assist. Yeah, it's a kill and an assist. Oh, sorry, no, it's just assists that the mid laners have been able to get. So it's the junglers that have been cleaning up things. Yoshtik comes through with a through the wall death sentence, but now he's eating stuns and things are not looking good at all. But he gives the dark passage to Requiem Ammonia, who arrives through. We've got another...
Oh, we've got someone teleporting into the battle.
Yeah, we've got, in fact, we've got 4 from Synergee down in the bottom lane. And not really sure if that was necessary, but they were hoping that Reptox and Posmil were going to overextend. And that opens up the opportunity, EJ, in the mid lane for Elite Member and mid to get some real damage onto this mid turret.
Yep.
Jungle Rumble charges up his Q and dashes off back to his jungle because he wasn't within range of Elite Member. So we've got our first turret that has gone down.
And it looks like they... yeah, keep going. Sorry, dude.
That is Synergee's bottom turret.
Yep.
So that'll open up things just a little bit, and really it's opened up in the wrong direction. What you wanted...
Opened up a Dragon to be taken a second time.
Yeah, Super Kawaii did not turn their bottom lane advantage into another Dragon. So this is going to be 2 Dragons in a row for Synergee. Great control of the objectives. And I have to say that this is how you expect the game to go. Initially...
Oh, it's all going to go down in mid. It's going to be a team battle of the century.
Here it comes. It's 5 versus 5. The first 5 versus 5. Jungle Rumble goes down.
Oh!
The Glacial Fissure picking up 2 players. And now it is just absolute madness as Boswell gets some attention. He goes down. It's the 2 supports that have gone down. A flash from Mana Potion picks up his double kill for him. And cleanup going on at the moment. How is Caitlyn still alive?
Reptox is gone. Reptox is gone.
Finally gets taken down. And that is a 3-4-4. Sorry, a 2-for-4. In fact, no, sorry, Thresh just...
and a big push now down middle onto the tower. They'll bomb that and take that.
Really good team fight from Synergee, and...
Very nice. Nice use of ulti.
Yeah, and they were... I mean, technically, they were behind before their team fight. Lost 2 turrets. They had picked up 2 dragons though, but you look at a champion like Cogmore, his early game is not great, and it wasn't great against the Caitlyn. Caitlyn did work through their team fight, but was not in a position to... Well, I guess they were taken by surprise, EJ, is really the problem. You don't expect to be flanked while you're killing a turret.
No, they got the dragon and then they rolled into mid. Alrighty, here we go. So, Wukong just moving back up to top. Going to go and say hello to Lulu there.
Well, he might actually change his mind and head over to this mid lane because the mid push is on from Super Kawaii. And so the defensive call has been made. Ragnar Asano might actually get caught out here. He takes a huge amount of damage. And a long-range Xerath ulti. He's got the dodging boost
coming round from behind, though.
And, man, he just manages to survive. So
the Mana Potion realised the 4-on-1 wasn't going to go down well for him.
Ping's going down at the top lane. Menacol is pushing onto this top lane turret, and this will be the 3rd turret that he's going to kill before for his team. So Super Kawaii with 3 turrets to 1 at this stage, and looking menacing in the mid lane. Interestingly enough, a Mana Potion is teleported down to the bottom lane to take down the bottom lane turret and keep split pushing. I wonder if he's going to blue pill to try and defend at the back here, or if he thinks that his team has got a good anti-siege comp here. 4 versus 4 in the mid lane.
Nice
We've got
play
split
by
pushes,
Boswell.
and Wukong's heading on up. He's looking...
Oh, not anymore.
Nice little double kill there for Jungle Rumble. Wukong has come through. He's looking for a flank. Where's the ulti? He's popped it now. Elite member's dying. And
yes,
that
he
is
gets it.
3. That is taken down. Was chasing
Mid's running his ass off. Yo, just escapes, Chris.
And nice little wave that has been nurtured through the mid lane. They're going to take down this mid lane turret of Synergee, and all of a sudden it is 3 turrets for 3, but the advantage really is in Synergee's hands because they are pushing on an inhibitor turret.
Yeah, they are. They're pushing right in now. We've had a spawn though, so they might just get this tower down before the engagement.
Yeah,
and
this is going to be close. Reptox taking a massive amount of damage. Posmil running for his life. The long-range 3-pointer coming through from who's the mid laner? From Elite Member, and they might have overstayed their welcome.
Oh, look at Lulu stepping in. Menacol helping out.
Syndra and the Thresh are getting taken down in a desperate defense of an inhibitor.
Gee, that was quite a turnaround, about a 2 or 3 minute period there.
Yeah, very hard and well fought push from Synergee, and they just overstayed their welcome just a little bit too much because I think they're going to lose this turret themselves.
And V loving his teammates.
Oh no, Cockball. Oh, Requiem Ammonia decided to blue pill too soon and got taken down quick as you please. So bit of a gameplay error there. So Dragon's up in 1 minute 30. But of course I don't think that Super Kawaii have a timer on the Dragon. Because they didn't see it, they didn't have a ward and they didn't see it getting taken down by their opponents. Mid just heading down to the bottom lane to get a bit of a push going on. He should have actually left that because there was a super wave, a super minion wave building. And that's now just going to get eaten alive by Cogmore. So Requiem going to be very, very happy that he gets a massive minion wave down here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Farm City.
So if we have a look at the vision for the blue team, they've got a lot of very aggressive wards. They've got one
Very
at the
push
dragon
forward.
and a couple of wards, well, 3 wards in a semicircle up through their opponent's jungle and mid lane. In reply, we have, I would say, the better level of warding down from the from Synergee. They've got a ward on Baron. They have a ward that's near to the dragon, and well, in fact, Ragnar Asano might actually go down. He's been caught out and
He
gets
has
picked
terribly out of position there.
by mid. So the defense
Just
call
stayed a
going
little bit
down.
too forward.
Yeah, so 20 minutes, 21 minutes marching on. We've got 4 turrets per team that has been taken down. The dragon is about to spawn in 8 minutes.
Only a
And
2k gold difference.
yeah, neck on neck between these two teams. So there's the dragon.
Well, they're going to go for Baron, and I think there's going to be one hell of an encounter if they do.
I think they're just establishing vision,
Okay.
making sure that they've got vision.
Yeah, probably a little early for Baron. Usually 25, 27 minutes we'll see him going Baron.
Yeah, elite member uses his ulti really just to gain vision, I think, of the Baron pit. More than anything else. So I think that Super Kawaii are looking to set up a trap.
Yeah.
And they've got it. Jungle
And
Rumble.
Jungle Rumble's
gets
out of
picked.
position.
Oh yeah, assaults and batteries through though. He gets a fantastic assault and battery through. So
Lovely.
the Mana Potion comes in to join the
Yes,
party.
Mana
He's kind of
Potion.
isolated, but he has Ragnar
Oh.
Asano there to help him. A long-range Syndra ulti picks up the kill on the Zeros. So that's a great move. And a death sentence
Oh,
goes down
nice by
onto
Thresh.
Menacol.
Menacol can't escape.
And last man standing is mid. And he's not going to be able to defend an exposed inhibitor from 4 players. So fantastic play over there. And can you believe it that Jungle Rumble actually survived that?
No, I cannot. That was outstanding.
super
I thought it was
aggressive
dead for
response.
sure.
Yeah, he ate a cupcake. And then from there it moved on. So very, very quick spawns though. And
All right, so first inhibitor is down.
look for the Glacial Fissure. And it might actually come through. We might get somebody caught. Ragnar Rasano is in trouble. He uses his flash to try and get away, but mid is chasing at the moment. The box comes down, and it is just the perfect play by Yoshpik. It puts
Yeah, I
the
was
chase
about to
off
say that. That was
completely.
great support defense by Yoshpik then. Beautiful teamwork.
So they're forced to blue pill, and that means that the dragon is going to be open for Super Kawaii. But they don't want it.
No.
They've decided. Yeah, that's interesting that they didn't go for it. I mean, they should have known that their opponents were all going to blue pill because they were all very, very low. But, and taken that opportunity to go for the dragon. And they actually have these wards deep in the jungle of Synergee. So they
They would have
had
seen it
good
coming.
vision,
Yeah,
but they
would have seen it
decided not
coming.
to go against, not to go for it. So they're 3K gold behind, EJ.
They are indeed. 23 minutes and 37 on the clock here. Two reasonably balanced teams at the moment. Some nice play by Synergee might be giving them just the upper hand.
Super minions pushing through the mid lane, and the defensive duties are on for Super Kawaii. And
All right,
that's
so
going
we're
to
gonna
give
get a tower dive top.
yeah, well, it's a rotational opportunity. They've got another minion wave that's heading up, and 5 champions from Synergee looking to push down this turret. So we're going to have our next team battle, no doubt, in defense of the secondary turret here in the top lane for Super Kawaii. And the siege has been set up right now. They've got fantastic wave clear though. So Xerath in combination with the Void Spikes from mid is very, very good wave clear. So they're not going to be able to siege turrets down, I don't think. They just don't have the ability. Oh, a hook down onto Elite Member. He's been pulled in, but they're not actually finishing the job on him. He's been allowed to pop all of his skills down, and all of the Synergee are stuck into this tiny little corridor. Everybody's super, super low. And Elite Member now, with his long range, is going to pick up. Well, is he going to be able to pick up Yoshpik? Yes, he is, with a double shot from his ulti. And that is a very, very successful defense over there, with a 1-for-3 exchange in favor of Super Kawaii. Look at that little pile of bodies in that jungle passage, and that was the wrong place to engage for Synergee.
Too narrow.
Yeah. And unfortunately, look, they did the right thing by engaging onto Elite Member. He's the danger man in that sort of situation, but they didn't follow up with focusing him down. So he took a massive amount of damage, got down to about 300 HP, and then was able to stand back and just lob damage all through that engage, finishing up with his three-pointer and picking up a kill on the Thresh. So just fantastic play there from Super Kawaii, and a bit of miscommunication, I would say, from Synergee, that they didn't focus down players one by one. Oh, Mid might be caught out over here. He leaps away. A beautiful death sentence, though, from Yoshpik. Forces him to pop his ulti. He's got a huge amount of damage on him now. So if Synergee decides to go for a Baron right now, they'll have an opportunity, because there will not be a smite available just for a little while. Man, this Thresh, Yoshpik is on point with his death sentences.
Doing very well.
There's another one. Menacol gets picked. He's gotten stunned. The chain stun goes down. He's got his Zhonya's though. Will he be able to survive? No, it just delays the inevitable.
Yeah.
And that is a beautiful pick there. And once again created by Yoshpik on the Thresh.
And now they're going to go Baron, as you call.
Well, it's still risky, because we've got some long-range poke that's available. And, of course, Nid is not quite dead. Well, in fact, Nid has respawned. Lots of damage coming in long range from old Elite Member. Mana Potion is very, very low at this stage. Ragnar Asano at the moment doing the zoning duties. And, wow, Mana Potion really, really super, super low. He might actually go down here. They're desperately trying to kill this. Oh, in comes Nid. He gets the steal on the Baron. Perfect timing. And the Synergee
jungle
so
Rumble's caught
at this stage that they actually steal the jungle and get a pick on Jungle Rumble. So unfortunately, the poke long range.
And now they're going to do a big push up mid.
Yeah, and we know that they're good at sieging.
So here we go. We've got them rolling down mid now. They got a wave with them. Ragnarsor's the only one there trying to defend.
Oh, and he goes down. A beautiful flash forward from Menacol. And was that a static shiv from a... No, that was a static shift from Cajun. So the push is on at the moment. Wukong desperately ulting to try and get some damage down, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think the Baron buff is going to recharge Team Super Kawaii.
And Caitlyn picked him up.
They got another wave coming through. This inhibitor turret trying to recharge, but taking a huge amount of damage. Posmil standing forward there and just being the tanky tank. But I think, EJ, that they've successfully defended.
It looks like it. Although their tower did take an enormous amount of damage.
Yeah, but at least it actually recharges the inhib turrets.
Yeah, true.
So they'll be happy about that. But goodness me, what a turn of events. The gold is practically neck on neck, just 400 gold difference as a result of that Baron steal.
Yeah, but I got to say, MVP so far for me is probably going to be Yoshpik.
Yeah, he's doing great work with the with the death sentences. I feel though what he needed to be doing was zoning during that Baron fight rather than the Syndra. I mean, Syndra's got good damage, but she's squishy as and doesn't have the best amount of mobility. So I think the Thresh needed to be in the face of his opponents, just threatening with those death sentences and being available with the flay to knock the... Well, it was mid on Kha'Zix that he needed to be able to zone away from that Baron. And look at this, a complete turnaround. EJ, they've picked up the Baron, and suddenly they've gotten themselves a Dragon as well.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They just ripped Dragon.
And swung the gold in their favour.
Well, they were strong early, and then we saw Synergee come back, and now the game's swinging back again. Super Kawaii here, doing a great job. Well, looks like we got a 5-man mid-push coming in by the boys from Synergee.
Yeah, they're going to want to try and get this inhibitor down again. Just keep that pressure on the mid lane. And they'll start off by cleaning out... Oh, well, the blue buff wasn't actually there. There was just a... one of the ads in the camp was available. And setting up now, looking for a pick in the jungle. And depending on the death sentence... Oh, the death sentence just misses. How did they know they were there?
I'm just thinking that. There's no ward up, no?
Yeah. Just good guessing, I suppose.
Yeah, probably. They just had a random shot in the
dark.
dark.
Got a pick. Mana Potion might actually be picked, but he uses the opportunity to initiate, gets his Cyclone down, and dies for his trouble. Rumble trying to pick up mid, goes through, picks up Syndra.
Oh, Requiem tried to come into the side.
Absolutely wrecking at the moment. Yoshpik gets the box down. It's too little, too late.
Wow,
it needed to go down earlier. He gets taken down, and all of a sudden,
it is a 4
for nothing.
Yeah. No, not for nothing. These dudes are going to roll through the mid lane now.
No, well, a 4 for nothing in that.
I realised that.
Didn't die.
But Vi's left by herself.
Wow, this is so... I mean, it's really a collapse from Synergee. There's no other way of describing it.
They just lost their inhibitor.
And they're going to lose some turrets very soon.
Yeah.
Still short timers at the moment, so Synergee goes through, and tries to get the defend. Mana Potion basically manages to push them off, but this actually could be the end of it if any more
Caitlyn with a double. Oh, no, they're sweeping back here. Pick up a triple. That helps.
Oh, Requiem Ammonia has got blood in his sights. He's after elite member at the moment. Eats a stun though. He might actually go down. Whoa, just gets out of range.
Close.
Oh, they're all grouped up. A long-range three-pointer. Ragnar Asano manages to get away, and Requiem Ammonia, with about 50 HP, walks away, and they've successfully defended their Nexus, but lost an inhibitor and a Nexus turret. So this is just a moment where Synergee needs to kind of take stock.
Regroup, take stock, and prepare for the final assault. Looks like they're going to split push up top though.
The Baron's up in less than 2 minutes. Dragon in about 4, I think. Maybe 3 minutes. They've been doing so well until that Baron steal. So it's not as though they are that... You know, it's not that there's a massive disparity between these two teams. So
no, but Caitlyn's starting to get those easier kills. She's up to 7 kills now, leading the team. And look at the CS difference. I mean, she really is starting to get strong.
Synergee doing the right thing, establishing vision around this Baron pit well in advance of its respawn. They've got to be careful that they don't get picked again. Jungle Rumble only level 13 at this stage, so all still very low level at the moment. Jungle Rumble looking to charge up his Q and try for the pick, but unable to do so at the moment. Meanwhile, in the top lane, in the bottom lane, we've got Menacol pushing.
Yeah, sneaky.
Yeah, side pushing.
Ninja Menacol. And so doing enough too to take that tower.
Yeah, this is a very, very dangerous situation. Yoshpik might have actually been caught out now. He's getting chased by Posmil. He eats a Glacial Fissure. And in fact, all of these stuns. So that's one champion down. Menacol's gotten that turret, as you pointed out. And now the desperate defense pings are going down from Synergee, because they are one man down. And the Baron's going to spawn in 2 seconds. So Baron spawns, and this is going to be a second Baron in a row for Team Super Kawaii. Meanwhile, Synergee on defensive duties. They have to defend this mid lane.
They've got good vision control on the other half of the map. They're just not able to put it to good use at the moment. Not coordinating.
So what happened there was Menacol's split push had Ragnar Asano blue pilling,
drop out,
and then Thresh got picked. So all of that hard work where they established vision control of their opponent's jungle went to waste. They just couldn't take advantage of it.
All right, so we've had a full respawn here by Super Kawaii, pushing out of base. 35 minutes down on the clock. They now have a gold advantage of about 6k and 2 turrets.
So the question is, who's going to get the next pick? Because whoever gets the next pick is probably, well, I mean, the next pick will at least mean an inhibitor for whichever team gets it. And it might actually be Jungle Rumble.
Top lane battle. Posmill's in. Oh, gets out of there though. Jungle Rumble wanted nothing to do with that. Oh, Mana Potion engages. Nothing happens.
So we've got the defense set up around this turret. We've got a long-range poke from Elite Member going down and trying to set things up. We've got decent wave clear from Synergee, and the engage goes in. Mana Potion going in all the way. Ragnar Asano is hanging around at the back though. He's taken too much damage to really participate too well. Jungle Rumble's the first man to go down. They needed to simply defend this turret rather than go for the engage, because it is now 5 versus 3. Reptox flashes through and doesn't get anything for it. He's sitting on, he does have a Guardian Angel, so he's going to have to get killed twice. Menacol goes through, ultis from behind. He eats a death sentence, but, well, that's really just going to slow him down. He used his Zonya straight away.
He used his Zonyas, yeah, that kept him going. That let them get the tower behind anyway. That was the point.
Posmill at the moment just being the man and defending. As the flashes go down mid, pushing forward, the box is down, and a stun goes down onto Elite Member. Menacol flashing through to try and pick up things. But this might actually be a little bit of an opportunity for a turnaround. Posmill gets taken down.
Could well be.
In too deep. It is 3 at the moment, and right now it is Super Kawaii on the run. Mana Potion. You need to stop
Yoshi
chasing.
got caught out though.
Elite Member flashes to try and save himself. Jungle Rumble is going to keep on chasing him, and then decides to turn around. Meanwhile, Mana Potion still chasing after Reptox, and I'm not really sure if this is the smartest thing to do. Oh, he's got support from Jungle Rumble. They kill Reptox. He's going to respawn from his GA. Meanwhile, Elite Member is there to take out the Wukong.
Oh yes, Jungle Rumble does get away.
Man, Requiem Ammonia takes the bullet for Jungle Rumble. Just manages
Wukong
to
died
survive.
twice during that engagement. Managed to kick it off with the death, respawn, come in and die at the end. Skill. It takes skill to die twice in an engagement.
Ragnar Asano is looking for a kill on Reptox, and is going to get it. There you go. The stun goes down and takes him down. Picks up a rampage as well. I had not realized that Ragnar Asano had been alive for as long as he had. So that's 4 kills in a row for him. 8, 6, and 12 at the moment.
He was very dominant yesterday and showing some class again today here in the semi-final.
And the game's been paused. Not really sure why.
Now you're about 3 seconds ahead of me. How do I fix that?
On the... what you want to do is there's if you look where the items are in the middle.
Yeah.
And there's a clock timer there.
Yep.
On the right hand side.
Hit it up to live.
And yeah, just click the little...
Got it. Cool. Thank
so
you.
38, 22, 23, 24.
Yep.
Cool.
27, 28, 29.
Yeah. All right, we're
Cool.
good. So
all right, so we got back in the middle action going on here at the moment. 38 minutes down. This is the best of 3, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So strap yourselves in, because this carnage is going to continue all morning.
So successful defense there by Synergee, but they are by no... I mean, they've kind of gotten a chance to come back into this game, but they're not necessarily... they haven't necessarily actually come back in. So some long-range poke going down from Elite Member, just trying to soften up their opponents more than anything else.
Well, Elite Members hit level 18, so doing very well.
And Synergee now just splitting themselves up. They're going to go and play the vision game again and clear this bottom lane. So Wukong will head over and pick up all of that farm. He'll be pleased about that.
They're going to go and hit Dragon again by the look of it, the Super Kawaii.
Yeah, they've had those pink wards there since the last Baron fight. In fact, since before the last Baron fight. So happily enjoying control of that area, heading to the 40-minute mark, and they now have a gold lead of almost 8,000. 8 turrets to 6. And Menacol being absolutely full of balls, really, more than anything else. Pushing forward.
Full of Syndra's balls.
And harassing Synergee. So Baron will be live in 1:20. So Super Kawaii looking to gain vision control of the area around the Baron pits. Some nice deep wards going down in their opponent's jungle. And some clearing
going on as well, though.
So neither of these teams, although both of them have exposed inhibitors, are going to have to deal with super minions pushing through the mid lane for this next Baron fight. So this Baron fight is going to win or lose the game.
Alrighty, big call there by Crisis.
For one of these teams, anyway.
So you're voting when they take that, they should just slash quit. Okay, we lost Baron, slash quit the game.
Well, I'm just saying that whichever team takes the Baron this time round, as long as they don't lose too many, they're going to win this game. They'll push through to win.
All right, 27 seconds until this Baron is up and we get to see the carnage happening.
Well, the one thing that Synergee does not have is vision in the Baron pit. So they've got vision of their jungle. They're expecting a gank to come down. An attempt at a pick in the jungle from their opponent.
Misses. Oh!
And this is very, very tense for both of these teams. The death sentence just misses. Posmil standing out front, looking to be the tank that he is for his team. And at the moment, it's all just about the poke that the two teams can put down. Of course, the most consistent poke really can come from Requiem Harmonia. He's got the range on everybody else. Ragnar Asano looking to create something by pushing forward. Didn't get the stun, though, onto Menacol, who was slightly out of his position. Jungle Rumble eats a headshot.
So both teams pushing through. Possible goes for the engage.
Glacial Fissure goes down. Mid flashes through to pick him up, but the stun goes down, and he eats a full ulti. Meanwhile, Wukong disrupting the backline. He's pushed through. He's picked up Posmil and Menacol running now for his life. Elite member standing behind him poking, but Rectox is the next one to go down. This is a fantastic team fight. Synergee.
And I don't know if Elite Master will get away here. He might.
It all depends whether Yoshvik is going to be able to get things down. Menacol at the moment running around and harassing, and this is where the decision making needs to come in for Synergee. They've got to take down this inhibitor, and finally one of them does.
Yep, they're coming straight in now.
So I'm not really sure what Wukong and Syndra are doing right now, but they are nowhere near the Baron.
No, they're blue pilling.
So yeah, things very, very tense and very, very close at the moment. That gold differential down to 5,000 gold. Still in favor though of Super Kawaii. And the Baron's still available. And I actually think Super Kawaii are going to go for this.
Go to the Baron. Yeah, they are. They're moving into position now. They're kicking off. It's going to be a while before they can rotate over to try and stop this.
What on earth is Synergee doing? It's certainly not paying attention to Baron. Baron is almost dead.
Wow.
And
they got caught out there, I think. They just lost concentration for a minute and they got caught out.
So they'll go into defensive duties now, and they've gotten they've taken down the inhibitor, so they're going to have super minions pushing down the mid lane, do Synergee, but they will now be pressed into defending until this Baron buff expires. Well, I say that they're going to be pressed into defending EJ, but they're pushing forward.
I was just thinking that.
I
And
guess
the Super Kawaii guys teleported back as it was.
I guess they figure that their teamfight capability is better than their opponents.
Oh, man, I got to say, New Zealand are tearing Argentina a new one.
Oh, that is to be expected.
Just for the guys at land who aren't watching the game.
We should probably not have spoilers.
What's that, dude?
We should probably not have spoilers.
All right, Posmal comes in and gets the freeze off again. He's initiating well. He's the guy starting the fights for his team.
Oh, Yoshbek looking for a death sentence. They've kind of been off the mark for the last half of this game.
Yeah. He's not getting MVP anymore.
But, so we've got the push going on from Super Kawaii. And they're having to deal with super minions as they push. And the poke from Requiem Ammonia. Menacol eats himself a stun. And it's now defense around the inhibitor.
Desperate defense by Synergee. Desperate defense.
Yeah, they're
The
defending
inhibitor's going to go, though. Down to half.
Oh, we've got a stun, a death sentence down onto mid, and then the play comes through. Jungle Rumble pushes through to just get a bit more harassed, but the shield from Lulu just too strong at this stage. The Menacol at the moment just trying to be a bully, and they take down the inhibitor and decide to pull out quick as you please. They have to. Look at this bottom lane. There's a massive little minion wave that is arriving here at the bottom turret. And this is going to be really good damage.
And Wukong's gone top, taking the turret and top there. Nice teleport.
Very clever play, actually, because he's going to split the attentions of Super Kawaii.
Wow. They better get back and defend this base. Oh, here comes Braum.
Quick as you please. Gets an ulti down onto the decoy from a Mana Potion, who's now running for his life. He's going to flash over the wall and get away just as he gets stunned. And now
here comes mid. Here comes mid.
He is running for his life and then picks up a lantern to get out of there. Nice little play there by Wukong. The Jukes were on. And unfortunately, look, I mean, he got a turret. I think he should have teleported down and taken down this inhibitor turret at the bottom.
That's a very good call. Very good
If he was going to use his TP, he needed to get down there, kill that inhib turret, and then blue pill straight away.
Yep, no, that's probably a good... He'll look at this replay, and he'll cry in his porridge about that decision.
So the push again up through the mid lane by Super Kawaii is on. They're going to try and get past this inhibitor and take down the solo Nexus turret that is up.
Well, they got the super minion pushing in. That's going to help.
Yeah, defensive duties now for Synergee. Very, very difficult. They're going to have to split things. Oh, Ammonia might go down. He uses his heal and just gets onto the platform just in time. The chaos starts. Menacol's been taken down. Where's the box from Yoshpik? He puts it down. Hosnell gets caught. Elite member is in the back line, and so is Reptox, just handing out so much damage. It's still one player has gone down though for Super
How
Kawaii.
is Yoshpik alive? Wow.
Well, it's all suddenly calmed down at that stage. It's been 1-for-1, and man, he's blue-pilled actually to go and get himself healed. And I think Ragnar Asano is going to look for, well, he was thinking about going in for a bit of a chase and cleanup, but has decided not to do that. And that was desperate defense, but successful.
All right, Lulu just defending the top lane at the entrance of the base there, clearing out that minion wave. Got a bit of a push by Synergee down mid here. No, changed their mind.
Yeah, they've just defended or just pushed the lane.
Yeah.
And there'll be one more super minion wave, I think, and then they will get their inhibitor back.
All right, so 48 minutes. We're going to give a throwing the gauntlet down to the world's 80-minute match here. Let's see what we can do. It's an early start to the Wellington Secondary Schools competition. Super Kawaii versus Synergee. Mate versus mate. School versus school. Bragging rights are on the line.
Ragnar Asano at the moment has got a full build on his Syndra.
Nice. And 10, 6, and 13, not bad at all.
2 more CS and he'll hit 400. So he's absolutely farmed like a monster.
Yeah.
Through this game. So at this stage, there's nothing more that he can do. Any minion waves that come need to be eaten by the Cogmore so that Cogmore can get to his 6th item. In fact, Cogmore needs to get to his 5th item. So Cog a little bit
so
behind.
We just got lane control.
Still.
Posmill coming in here from the top. Just niggling at middle. We got a bit of a split push. Lulu's swung up to the top lane here. In fact, they've all come up top, waiting for this wave to come through.
50 minutes ticks by, and the focus on the top turret now. Reptox getting loads and loads and loads of damage on it, and it's completely uncontested. In goes the Wukong with his Cyclone, and the ulti goes down onto Reptox. He is still alive though. He gets taken down, but he'll be back in just a moment. The focus now on Elite Member. Mana Potion pushed all the way forward. Ragnar Asaro goes godlike with the Reptox kill over there, and that is a successful defense, 2-0 in favor of Synergee, and the Baron is about to spawn, so they have an opportunity now to take the advantage completely into their hands. Mid is going to have to blue pill because he's taken too much damage out of that fight. Baron has respawned, and the push is going down the mid lane from Synergee. And really, why do they not want a Baron? They've got to take the Baron.
Well, maybe they're going for the win. Maybe they think they can get in here, get this inhibitor.
It's crazy. It's going to be a 4-for-3 now at this inhibitor. And they could have, if they had rotated immediately to the Baron, they would have had the Baron. As it is, this is much more risky, and they don't even have it yet.
One more hit and they will. There you go.
Well, they take it down. Elite Member forced to flash away. Menacol is actually in trouble now. Elite Member trying for the long range.
Oh, Ragnar's gone.
He's got a smidgen of life just left. And,
wow. Wow, how did he survive with that?
Yeah, that is just incredible. They are going to run away now, but they will not get the Baron as a result of that. So they've got the inhibitor, but they won't get a Baron. So it's not really gaining any sort of advantage picking up that inhibitor. All it's doing is maintaining the status quo, and that the only thing that the status quo is good for is getting Cogmore back in range of the Caitlyn. And I mean, it's just not enough. If they took the Baron, they'd be able to head on down to the inhibitor after that and pick up both advantages.
They're pinging Baron now, so maybe they thought, fuck, we better go and get Baron.
Well, there's 2 pink wards there, and
yeah,
Jungle
true.
Rumble at 50% HP.
They're trying to clear the wards out.
And meanwhile, Kha'Zix is going to respawn.
All right, so we've got the Uber game of the century kicking off the opening of the semi-finals here in this Wellington Secondary Schools League. Posmill trying to get a shot off there, get a stun in, just misses.
So vision for both of these teams at the moment, not fantastic. Just 1 ward each on the Baron pit.
No, there's been some good ward clearing, actually, by both teams.
Yeah, but it's outside of the Baron pit.
Ah, okay.
So the vision in the Baron pit itself is not great.
Yep.
I mean, they have vision. They each have vision of Baron. But in terms of controlling the area, nobody really can say that they've got control.
Yeah.
Once again, we're in the mid lane, and Syndra just picking up the blue buff for herself. Dragon is alive as well as Baron, so these teams could make some choices about where they want to go. The wrong choice would be to go for Dragon, I'm just going to say.
We do have a few gold players here, though, so you never know.
And meanwhile, Ragnar Asano has rocketed past the 400 minion mark.
Oh, well past. He's almost at 450.
Gets a stun onto mid. This might be a pick. He's pushed away, and there's an exchange of damage, but it's mostly posturing at the moment. The typical Baron dance that you'd expect at this stage of the game. And it's again a mid lane push that seems to be coming from Synergee. That said, they're now pinging and looking to create something. They're going to try for a pick here. And this is why I say there's no...
Oh, Ragnasario steps out, takes the trap.
Salt and Battery long range. Jungle
Wow.
Rumble has become isolated for a lot of the time, and they've channeled into the jungle there for the Glacial Fissure. Mana Potion has managed to get through. And at the moment, oh, it's all looking terrible. Syndra got shut down. Yoshpik has come through to try and help Requiem Ammonia, but Requiem Ammonia taken down. And really,
on Yoshpik.
That is 4
There
for
we go,
1,
that's the
and
team.
they should not have engaged on that because that is game.
So we've had the call from Crisis. That's game. Top lane bots, minions are in already on the base.
The
Here
only
they come,
saving
push
grace
through.
is that there isn't a minion wave here.
Yeah,
for them.
I was
But
just thinking
I
that.
think they're just going to tank. It's just a single turret, and they'll easily be able to tank that.
Well, it's going down now. This is game, as Crisis said, so it is a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far. We will be back with game 2 very shortly as Super Kawaii take a 1-0 lead here in the opening semi-final of the Wellington Schools League, Secondary Schools League, coming to you live on GameStar. EJ and Crisis bringing you the action. And a great game, Crisis. Man of the match for yourself?
Oof.
Or MVP?
I wouldn't normally pick an MVP from the losing team, but I think it has to be Ragnar Asano.
Yeah. Based on kills, way out in front. Well, for his team anyway.
Yeah, so he went 13, 7, 14. He almost got 450 minions, had a full build, and really carried his team as far as they got. Now, I don't think, like, if you look at how this game ended, I don't think
With a bang.
I think it was mostly lost by Synergee more than it was won by Super Kawaii. So Synergee chose to engage in a very, very unfavorable position, and they chose to engage where Super Kawaii's team composition was maximized. And as long as they didn't do it, whenever
Jungle Rumble flew in and got caught solo before a team got back.
Yeah, and then Super Kawaii went in as well, so they could still have recovered after that. But unfortunately, yeah, Jungle Rumble got so isolated. He was miles and miles away from his team as a result of that long-range Q and into Assault and Battery. So, yeah, it was just that last team fight was non-optimal. So I still think that Ragnar Asano should come away with the MVP of that game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go to a short break. And we will be back in just a moment with game number 2. It is 1-0 at the moment in favor of Super Kawaii.
Get some!